Just when China thought it could run free in the Indian Ocean, the Indian Navy sent the submarine INS Karanj to one of Sri Lanka's main ports. Now, this might come as a spoil sport for China, whose research vessel Xiangyang Hong-3 sailed towards the Maldives earlier in the month. China says the ship is for scientific research. But then again, who is the dragon kidding? The vessel can very well be used for snooping. It is capable of collecting underwater data related to military applications. It is a well-known and documented occurrence. The Chinese PLA Navy uses its research vessels for hydrographic surveys, charting underwater paths for its submarines, monitoring missiles or satellites test fired from nearby locations, and to also keep a watch on military installations in neighboring countries. The ship's dual-use nature sent alarm bells ringing. And India responded in full. It deployed the INS Karanj in the Colombo port for 2 days. Officially, the submarine's purpose was to refuel and restock, but it is being speculated that it could have been tasked with monitoring the Chinese vessel's activities. Let me just tell you more about INS Karanj. The diesel-electric submarine is 67.5 meters long. It is equipped with the best sensors in the world. It is also one of the quietest submarines. Its powerful diesel engines can quickly charge batteries for a stealth mission profile. How can it be a spoil sport for China? In a lot of different ways. Firstly, if China's Xiangyang Hong-3 wanted to collect physical samples from water, the submarine could have stirred up sediments or disrupted the ocean currents to invalidate those samples. If the Chinese research involved acoustic methods like sonar or underwater microphones, the Indian submarine could generate noise to interfere. Its presence could also virtually disturb marine life, thereby affecting the Chinese sample collection. All in all, the INS Karanj spelled bad news for China. It would not let the Chinese vessel get away with its so-called research. The timing of this whole incident made it even more interesting. The Sri Lankan government recently decided not to allow China's research vessels to dock at the ports of Sri Lanka or operate in the exclusive economic zone of the country for a year. So now Beijing chose to leverage its friendly relations with Moïse's regime in Mali and opted to use the ports of the Maldives to dock its research vessel. You see, the political equation in the region is getting tricky. Maldives' new president, Mohamed Moïse, is upping the ante against India. India is also worried about the possibility of China building an ocean observatory in the Maldives, but it is sending out strong messages. When Moïse gave a green flag to the Chinese vessel, little did China or the Maldives know that the ship would be tailed by an Indian submarine. It was a diplomatic win for India. The INS Karanj went to Sri Lanka on the island nation's Independence Day, and its arrival, while China is banned from docking its vessels in Sri Lanka, highlighted India's role as the primary security provider in the Indian Ocean region.